Oh my goodness. I'm supposed to call my sister back. I know she's gonna be like, you can call me back. Oops, sorry, Tracy. I'm gonna call you back. And I told her I'm gonna call you right back. When it got I forgot. Good morning, TT Squad. I hope y'all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. If I didn't know, I did put some on my community board. I didn't go live yesterday because I was doing too much cooking. I was irritated for cooking. But I did put some on my community board to tell y'all happy Thanksgiving. It took me forever to figure out because YouTube changed up so much stuff. I'm having one of them days, y'all. It's just like, I don't know. It's I'm glad, I'm grateful I woke up this morning, but I just got off the phone with my niece. And that's which is my brother, daughter, Marcus Tutu. Y'all know him. His name is Marcus, but y'all know him as Tutu. And his daughter called me yesterday. Well, she didn't call me. She texted me and said, Auntie, can I have a conversation with you today? I said, sure. Because, you know, Keisha, y'all do remember Keisha, which was my brother's baby mother, his girlfriend. They've been together since they were in junior high school. They have 3 kids together. And I told her, you know, sure, but can you want to talk now? She was like, nah, I don't want to, let's have your Thanksgiving. Like that. Then that made me curious, but she wouldn't pick the phone up, so she texted me this real long text, and I'm reading the text, so I called her. And I can hear the pain in her voice. And it's like, it's nothing I can do to help her. It's like, it's nothing. I feel so bad that I can't help her. Like, I wish I could, you know, but I can't. And I'm like, why? It just, I know you can feel so much hurt when you can't help somebody that you love. Like, I really, really want to help her. And I'm just so distraught that I can't. I don't have the means or the finance to help her or anything. And it's like, her mother's gone, my brother, schizophrenic, bipolar, whatever you want to call it. It's like, I can't help her. And I'm like, I'm talking to her. And if it's anything, if I could, I would, but I can't. And it's like, I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do to help her. I can't help her for what she's going through. And I tried to explain to her, I was like, when your mother was alive, she went through the same thing with your grandmother, you know? And she was like, the stuff she say to me is so hurtful, Auntie. And I was like, I know, I understand. And I said, she used to do the same thing to your mother. When you know, when a person gets drunk, they say things that they mean. And she's not young. She knows. She understands. And she's hurting. And I don't know how to help her. Like, I don't know how to help her. But I did tell her, once she get herself together, she do work full time. I said, I'm gonna go we're gonna go sign up for some apartments. Even though you make a little bit of money, you still try to get an apartment in DC. You don't have bad credit, just that you don't have no credit. You can apply for one of these apartments around here and try to get. So I'm going to try to help her get a place, because I can't see her like go through that. Like, yeah, that's it's hurtful when someone you love say the stuff she was telling me she be saying to her. I've been there fighting. And she was like, I'm just trying to make sure. She said, I know she mean it because she drunk. But she said, I just don't want to believe that she really mean it, Auntie. And I'm like, yeah, but you know, when your mother was alive, your mother went through the same thing with her. You know, when a person gets drunk, they say things they want to say when they sober. And she was like, it really hurt me. And I'm like, I wish I could hug you. So when she get off of work today, I'm gonna go see her. She's just on her way to work. She do work full time. She work in DC, so she wait. You know, DC starts you all $16, $17 an hour. So she do make pretty good money. And I'm like, you can get your own place. Yeah. You can try to get your own place. You don't have to sit there and take that abuse, because it's like, And I can't even have her come and stay with me because my house is full. And I'm like, wow. And it just hurt me so bad that I just can't help her. Like, I'm useless. And every time I think about it, I just get so triggered. I'm sorry. I just get so triggered because I cannot help her. Like, real life. I'm going to take her, do what I can, help her get some resources and everything. But she can't, I told her, when everybody get out, I said, I wish she would call me sooner before everybody came up in my, I would have told her, hey, you can come too. They decided to make adjustments. I don't know. I don't know how I can help her, but besides trying to take her around to do apartment applications, and I'm going to pay for the apartment. I told her, get your paycheck stubs, get your paycheck stubs together, and we're gonna go do some apartments. We got to do some apartments because she can't. When you take verbal abuse, no matter who it is, it hurts. Especially if it's your grandmother. Especially you think that person is supposed to love you and they treat you like that. It's hard. Then she's young. She's only 21. That's, nobody wants to be like that. She lost her mom when she was 18. No, yeah, 18. She don't want to. She's still grieving her mom. Like, come on now. It's just crazy how things are. Like, I don't know. It's just so crazy how things are. And I think that's sad. I think that's so sad. I don't know what else to do. I honestly don't. But try to get her some resources, and that's all I could. Girl, go around me. Go around me. Speed limit 45. She's smoking that J. That's what that is. She's smoking that weed and want somebody to speed. Speed limit 45. I'm doing 45. So I don't know. I need to stop thinking because I don't want to cry. I can't. I just literally had me crying just listening to it because it's like nothing you can do. But I'm gonna try to do something. Like, I'm trying to do something. And my son, to the point, he love his cousin, but he like, since I hadn't had an apartment, he's like, we never actually lived alone. He's like, we never had, Mom, every time you turn around, somebody moving in with you, somebody living with you. When are we going to live by ourselves? That's exactly what he said to me. When are we going to live by ourselves? I was like, sorry, I'm just not the type of person just to tell a person they can't. I really ain't. But I'm just not. But I know I swore to him because I told y'all we moving. Working on my house. Anyway, we trying to be moved by January 1st. I'm trying to be gone. And I'm like, I promised him that nobody else will live with us. Like, I literally promised him. And it ain't no money because nobody pays me. So it ain't saying nobody live with me because and nobody gives me money. But I don't ask because I want you there to get off your feet, to get out. I want you there for a purpose. You there because you need to be there. You need to get your money, make your money, get out. I don't want none. I pay my own bills. I've been paying before you got there. That's how I feel. But I understand how my son feel, far as people constantly living with us. But it's just like, me as that person, I'm like, I feel I can't. They come to me and I just feel some type of way. But the one thing I do, even though my son, he don't pay no bills to give me money when he do get, his little money or whatever, I always talk it over with him because when it all balls down, he lives there with me too. I always say something to him. I don't be asking for permission. I just be letting him know. I just be letting him know that, hey, such come to live with us and this and this and that. I normally just let him know. But I promise him that nobody else is going to live with us. Well, our next place, I promise him that, and I don't want to break that promise. So I got to find a way to help her out, because I might have to break my promise. And I don't like to break no promise to my son, because when he promised to do something for me, he always do it. And I don't want to be that person. Honestly, I don't. Honestly, I don't. I have nowhere to go. I'm just driving because I needed to talk. I needed to talk. I honestly needed to, because I don't know, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or what. Honestly, I don't. Honestly, I don't. I'm going to call, talk to my sister when she get up, because I called her. She didn't answer the phone. But I feel that that's something I need to do. Like, that's something I need to do. And I wouldn't feel right, because her mother was my best friend. She was my ace boon coon, you know? And the fact she not here, it feel like I'm letting her down. Even though she went with my brother, she was family. Her family knew us. We was like, when we went to her funeral, I think just about everybody in our family went to her funeral, you know? Because they knew us as my brother Marcus, her kids, but they knew for her, they knew she was at our house. They knew she was at my mother's house. They knew the car. Hey, Keisha over there, huh? Keisha, the door, or something like that. They knew where she was at. So they know how tight-knit family she was to us, even though she just had kids by my brother. And once their relationship went downhill, I ain't gonna say really downhill, because they were still fucking, but you know how it go. You still dipping and dabbing. Anyway, she was still there. She was still that person. We had picnics, y'all always seen, y'all go by, look at the videos, who y'all seen? Keisha, she was there. Out of everybody, she was there, regardless. So, I don't know. I'm just at loss. I don't want to break my promise to my son, but I can't see my niece going through this, because mentally, this is going to affect her for the rest of her life. And in fact, when her mother was alive, her grandmother, said these things to her mother. She didn't say it to the kids because the mother was there. She had the mother. And the fact that her daughter going down, she might feel some type of way. So it's just like, I don't know. Honestly, I don't. I don't know. Got my coffee. Had nowhere to go, but I had to talk about this. I need to find out some suggestions, like, I don't know. And I don't want to go put her on, tell her, hey, go sign up for housing. Housing takes 20 years or less. But I know all these new apartments they got around here, they got to take, if you got a job, they got to consider you. So I'm going to take her to some of these apartments around here. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to get her a place. We got to get her a place. She got to get her a place. Like, she's old enough, so she got to get her a place. And I used to talk to her about, what she needed to do. I told she do. When I say my niece can do hair, my niece could do hair. She could do hair, she could do eyelashes. When you see her, she's so gorgeous. Y'all might see her, my graduation, when I took my graduation, I graduated out of high school, my niece was there, she was there, she was at the table with us. And she works, and she do all this. She gotta get her side hustle. I'm gonna have to talk to her, like, real life, have a talk, and like, she gotta get a side hustle. And her side hustle gotta be doing hair and doing eyelashes, and that's what you gotta do for your side hustles, to do what you gotta do. When I was young, I had side hustles. I worked, did what I did. I had hustles, because I didn't have a high school diploma. And the good thing about her, she has a high school diploma. She could do what she need to do, and I'm going to help her. That is my mission. I'm like, and sometimes, and I already know what my son going to say. Mar, every time you turn around, you doing this for everybody. What about you? I'm okay. I will live and be happy as long as I know my family is okay. That's all. My family okay, I'm good. My niece, I love my niece. I gotta make sure she okay. Her mother not here. her father's not in his right state of mind to do anything. I gotta be that person. My mom not here to help her. My sister not in a predicament to help her. So it have to be me. Like, it have to be me. And I figure it's me, because God is not going to have people come and he's not going to have them keep coming to me for no reason. He have them coming to me because he know I would do it. I would do it. I will do it. That's just who I am as a person. I'm going to make sure everybody's okay. And I'm good. But I got to make sure she's okay. Like, if I don't, I won't feel right. I won't feel right. And I want to be able to sleep at night. You know? I don't want to be worried. I don't want to worry. I don't want to worry about what's going on with her. Like, I'm glad she called and told me, because she didn't have to call and tell me. But she felt like she needed to, and she wanted some help. So, yeah, that's my niece, and that's what I got to do. When it all boils down to it, I'm going to be okay. I need to make sure she's okay. I really do. I can't. Sorry, guys. This need to be something in this coffee. And I ain't talking about no more coffee, okay? And I ain't talking about no more coffee. I do not mean to be having y'all all with my problems first thing this morning. It was just a must situation I had to talk. So, I gotta read that comment. I'm about to pull it over the door. Because I just want to read the comment before I get where I'm going. Because I'm about to be where I'm going. I'm about to be not home, but home. I'm pulling those like I said. Let me see. It is. And when she was telling me, I was just crying. But I was trying not to cry for her to hear me. Good morning to you. I understand that you saying, and I understand how some explain to me that you never know when you're going to need someone to help you, and it help you, and you and I'll have to live with a family member. Oh, let me read it again. I'm reading the wrong. I can't tell you. I understand what you're saying. I understand you're saying, but explain to him that. Yeah, I am. Okay. Yeah, I feel that way. I really do. I agree with you, son, because you have been so you can yeah, can you find someone that is? I'm going to find. Okay. She said, yeah, I never even thought about that. I am going to have a talk to my son. But I also, when I say, y'all just don't know, every apartment I ever had, people live with us. So, to the age that he knew about it. Like, when he was 5 and 6, no. But when he got like 8, people just started moving with us. And I would let them stay there. And I didn't charge them rent. And it was because they were trying to get back on their feet. And when a person's trying to get back on their feet living in D.C., you got to save everything. Only thing I asked them to do, clean up behind yourself. Clean up behind yourself. When I had my first apartment, I didn't have to pay electrical gas. And I had a wash machine. Only thing I asked, clean up behind yourself, buy your own food, and if your toiletries, give me $20 towards toiletries, and I was good. And I did it in every apartment, even the one over here. Even the one over here, every apartment. And my son realized I'm gonna do everything I can, and I'm gonna talk to, because if worse come to worse, it comes down to it. she have to come. And I have to explain to my son, you know, it's not going to be a long time, but he going to say, Mom, you always say that. And as long as somebody ever stayed with me was a year and a half, almost 2. Oh, I say 2 years. And I had to literally kick him out. Like, I had to tell him, because he started doing stuff. And my son, and I had realized, gave him my son room, because my son was still young. I gave him my son room. And I had my son in my room with me, and had got him another bed, and had him twin bed over there. But that was yeah. And he stayed almost two and a half years. Worst 2.5 years ever. I had to literally put him out. Like, I gave him a deadline. He didn't think I was playing. I had to come home and just start tossing his stuff out, because I was like, the things he was doing and saying to my son, how he was trying to verbally abuse my son. I was like, no, not here. We're not doing that here. What we're not going to do, make my son feel some type of way in his house. So I had to get rid of him. I had to realize get rid of him, but I have to, like, when I tell my sister things, I have to let her know, you know, my son got shot. Somebody tried to kill my son. Like, you don't get over that. My son is 19. He still he still have trauma. You have to realize when my son be like, Mom, my son realized nobody, if he don't know you, he don't want you at our house. But I tried to tell my sister, said, oh, why he being like that? And I had to break it down to him. Remember, he got robbed at gunpoint. The gun went off in his ear. Dude put the gun to his head. He was fighting for his life. That's nothing you're going to ever get over. That's just going to make you want to have everybody as a suspect. That's all. And a lot of people don't realize, I have to always remind them when they be like, why Tyree acting like that? And I was like, man, y'all don't realize my son he's still traumatized of what happened to him. He would never, and the doctor told me he would never get over it. When he gets upset or something, he think about, he'll come there, he get to crying, because it still bothers him to this day. It might have happened 4 years ago. Yeah, about 4 years ago, but it still bothers him. That's traumatic. And you got to think about it. It was somebody he knew. It was somebody who who tried to rob him at gunpoint. Like, the gun literally went off. My son was there for a year. Dude put the gun to his head. My son said the only thing he had was flashback of the dude killing him. And next thing you know, he got to fighting and somehow he got that gun from him, and they got to fighting. And the gun went off. And he was literally there for like a week, maybe a week and a half, something like that. He could not hear. And he went to counseling for him, but he didn't really go. He wouldn't talk about it. He would talk about it with me, and I was cool with that. And when he broke down and cried, I was there because that's my son, you know. And I have to remind people all the time, until you've been through what he been through, you can't judge him. He don't want nobody in the house because he don't know you. He don't know who you gonna bring there, who you know. That dude literally still walking around on this earth, because guess what? He was 2 years younger than my son. Guess what? He didn't get no time. Only thing they told him, he can't go on Southwest no more, and wrote me a letter. I tore the letter up. I told the judge, I don't want that letter. My son could be dead. You gonna hand me some letter? No, I don't want that letter. I literally took the letter, tore it up, and gave it back to the lawyer. I don't want that letter. Letter of an apology. No. You could have took my son away from me. No, it's no letter. I wanted him to go to jail. Just the fact he had some. And the same part about it was, that wasn't his first incident far as a gun. He shouldn't have been walking on the street. He shouldn't have been walking around. That wasn't his first person that he had robbed at gunpoint. That wasn't his first time getting in trouble. So I tell people all the time, too, you've been in my son's shoes, you can't judge him far as what he wants. And sometimes I get mad and I be upset, but I have to remind myself as a mother what he went through. What he went through. Like, I have to remind myself what he went through. I didn't go through it. How far he went through as far as with him with his feelings, trying to help him out, but I didn't go through that. So my son don't trust nobody. When I tell him somebody coming to my house, he asks me 50 million questions. And I have to physically remind myself and mentally remind myself why. And he'll be like, Mom, I don't know that person. Why that person coming here, this, and that. And sometimes I might tell her, like, oh, no, you can't come. Because I don't want my son to feel uncomfortable where he live at. And I don't want him to feel unsafe. The fact that all that happened, he going to always feel unsafe. And he's always, like, I could be sitting in the car at home, and I'm talking to my son, and he called me and said, Mom, it said you here, because you know these iPhones. I said, yeah, I'm in the car. He coming to the door. Come on, let's go. Coming to the car, get me out the car. No, I don't want you sitting in the car. I don't know who out here. And it's because of what he went through. And he tell me, these kids, he said the exact words, 11, 12-year-old kids going around carjacking people, taking people, killing people for no reason. You're not going to be one of them. Come on, let's go. And he literally comes and get me. Like, if he knew I was sitting right here right now, he probably would go off because I'm in my car sitting. He don't want me in my car just sitting. He said, because you don't know what the person is. He said, Mom, you really don't pay attention to your surroundings. And I'm telling you, I do, because like right now, I'm looking on all ends. I'm talking to y'all, but I'm looking here, 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 here behind me. Like, right, I'm looking all these areas out my view mirror. And I try to tell him, I do look. I really do look. It's because you don't see me looking, don't mean I don't be looking. But yeah, it is what it is. So, and that's another reason. When I had told my son, I was like, you know, I told you everybody I'm moving. And I had told my son, I said, yeah, because she had called me, told me about another incident. And I was like, no, you can come and stay with me. And when I told my son, he was like, Mom, I have nothing against my cousin. I love her dearly. But what did she bring a nigga in there? And I was like, he said, I don't know who this guy. He got exact words. He said, the nigga. He said, I don't know this. Then he said, I looked at him. He said, Mom, I don't know that dude. I wouldn't know the dude. She's a female. Female knows dudes. And you don't know who that female bring in. She bring girls over there. They might have another nigga come pick them up. And he just got to thinking and going on. And right, it made sense. He said, Mom, you promised me nobody else going to live with us. And I said, yeah, I know I did. And this was a while ago. And it's like, a while ago might have been about a month ago. So this wasn't like yesterday, about a month and a half ago. And I'm like, yeah, I know I did say. He said, Mom, I don't mind her coming live with me, but can you truly say she not going to want to have a nigga come over? He didn't say nigga. He said a dude, though. He said, you truly going to say she don't want a dude to come over? She going to want a dude to come over. And he said, Mom, I ain't going to know that dude from Adam E. I don't know him. I don't know what type of game he on. And I'm like, yeah, I understand. I understand him that one. And someone he doesn't really know living with y'all, but it's okay to have family that he know. Yeah. Yes, I know, right? Hey, True Cream. And I meant to start speaking. Hey, True Cream. Hey, Hazel. What's his, is this a Nikki? Hey, Nikki. Hey, Clara. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm venting. She said, I'll watch you a long time, but just a cigar. You too. Yeah. Not speaking on your niece situation, but just enjoying. Please stop letting people I know. Hey Ted, better listen. He said, hey Ted, better listen. I am going to listen to him, but I'm, like I said, I'm about to take some time. My next day, when school is over with, and my days that I have, I'm going to have to set up something so we have to go look for an apartment. I'm going to pay for application fees, and I'm going to have her look for an apartment. And once she get that apartment, because guess what? We're going to bless that apartment. We're going to pray, and she going to get it. She going to get that place. And when she get that place, I'm going to go help her find assistance to pay her first month rent security parts. I'm going to have to help her. And I already told her she's at work now, and we talked this morning for about 30 minutes. And I let her, you know, and I'm gonna help her get what she needs. I have to, because I wouldn't be. And I understand my son. I understand everybody. I really do. It's just that I gotta be. It's just something in me. I don't know why, but when people come to me, it feel like I have to do it. It's like It's like, go ahead, Ted, do it. And it don't never be. It don't weigh heavy. It don't be like. I don't have second thoughts like, nah, I don't do it. It be like, girl, you better help. You know, that's how I feel. And sometimes I think, generally, I think God sent them to me to help them. Because he know what type of person I am. Like, for instance, my brother. I take care of my brother. I love my sister. I love my brothers. I love everybody there. But it's just like, it's me. And my brother don't really want nobody else. You see what I'm saying? He calls me for everything. And I have to, because I promised my mom I would. Like, she didn't go to nobody else. She came to me and asked me, because she knew. She knew how I was. She knew I would do it. You know, she knew I would take care of my brother, make sure he's okay. Yeah, it got kind of stressful, but guess what? Now my nephew Michael's helping me out, and I love it because he's helping me out. Him and his wife doing a great job helping me out with my brother. I still take him to the store, but they helping me out far as planning his meals, making sure he's good, and making sure he takes showers and all that. And I love it because I used to have to go run over there. Hey, let's go take a shower. Let's go clean up. I had to go do all that, and it was like versus me going to school on the weekend, making sure my house good, making sure his house good. It had got to the point that I was stressed. I was tired, like physically, mentally tired. But now I got a little bit of help, and I don't mean to say a little bit. That's a lot of help to me because it's less stress, and I don't have to take him to the store like I normally do all the time. And it's kind of good in a way because I'm not worried about him because I know he's okay. You know, when he not in the house, they call me. Yeah, he would. I like the fact I have that now. And one time I didn't have. I like the fact my nephew helping me out because I needed it. But in the same sense, when other people come to me and ask me for help, I feel like I have to help. It's just in me. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know what this is. That's just who I am as a person. That's just who I am as a person. Now let's talk about Thanksgiving. I got that off my chest. I'm good. I'm okay. I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to handle the situation. She's going to be okay. And my whole thing is, I tell my son all the time, tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. So, and he know this because he ain't lost a lot. But he hate when I say that, and I tell him all the time, I'm just trying to get you set up. Like, I need to have you set up because ain't no guarantee I'm going to be here tomorrow. And mentally, I don't know why I think like that, but I have always thought like that. Like, always. I tell my son all the time, my life insurance, cremate me. Take that money, pay your rent up for about a year. Take a trip, get over me. Get over it. You know, I'm gone and live your life. And I told him. He said, Mom, boy, burn me. Like, I don't care. What am I going to do with that money? Why spend all that money on a funeral? I'm okay being cremated. I'm not going to know I'm dead. I want you to take your money, pay your rent for a year, whatever you want to do, buy your car, whatever you want to do, you got it. Then I need you to continue your, I tell them all the time, I have life insurance on you. That life insurance is going to go over to you. I want you to pay it every month and make sure you pay it. Because when something happens to you, you need to be buried. And a lot of people made that mistake. Like, no. I didn't have that problem with my mom because I made sure I took life insurance off on my mom because I needed her to be okay. All right, oh, you got life insurance? Yes, I got life insurance on my mother. Because guess what? What I'm not going to do is worry about burying her. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to ask nobody for no money to bury my mom. I want my mom to be okay, and I want to make sure she's good, and that's what I did. I don't want my son worrying about how to bury me. No, I want him to be able to do it and have money in your pocket, but I want to be cremated. That's it. I don't want no gathering afterwards. I don't want all that. Just cremate me. Go jump on a plane. Yeah, I tell him all the time, and he gets mad when I do that. I been saying, I know you're going to be upset. I know you're going to cry. But guess what? Mommy lived her best life. I ain't have fun. I took care of you. You're going to do what you got to do. I'm good. I'm be watching over you. That's all I tell him. He gets mad when I say that. But you got to think like that nowadays because tomorrow is not promised. And I think like that because I know. I can see if I didn't think like that. That's the best way you can think because guess what? Who gonna want who? I don't want him out here trying to get no money to bury me. And the first thing people say, oh, she should have had life insurance. I don't want to hear nobody say that. I don't want to hear nobody criticizing that. Because guess what? Everybody can't get life insurance. It's hard. This is my second policy. My first policy dropped when I had lost my job when I was younger. And I had I gotta get a life insurance. And I had life insurance ever since. Like, yeah. That's why my brother, I can't get life insurance on his dumb ass. Because he got on the phone. Because when I try to take a policy out on him, you know, since he's older, he have to speak to the people. This man, Time I got off the phone, them people was like, "No, we can't do it." And y'all know Global Life take everybody. They take everybody. Man, bye. I said, why would you say that? Telling people, yeah, I smoke cigarettes. I smoke cigarettes every day. I said he was a casual smoker. He got so they telling me. I said, Lord MJ. Now, something happened to my brother. We had money to bury him, but we had money to cremate him, but not to bury him. I can honestly say that we do have money to cremate him, but we don't have money to bury him. And the reason why, because he has savings that he don't touch. But other than that, yeah. So yeah, I'm talking about this, y'all. I'm not gonna be here long because I'm about to be home. No, hold on. My glass is dirty. Y'all, I know, it's 10 o'clock. You're a great person to honor your mother. Respect. Yeah, something happened to you today or tomorrow, who will be there for you. Please help. People will use you because you're kind. Oh, listen to you. He said, listen to your son, Linda. I know. I know people will, but that's what I told my son I would do. I say if I let her live with this, tell her, but I don't want her to feel like I don't want her to feel like I'm her aunt and I won't let her have company. I don't want her to feel, I don't know. But that's what I said. That's what I would say I was going to tell my son. I'm going to tell her she can't have company, no male or female company. And she can't tell nobody where she live at. Like, yeah, I live with my aunt, that's it. You can catch an Uber, but you can't, I don't know. Because you never know what kind of time people are on. And I understand. I'm listening to my son, but I'm going to also do my part as do you want to really know, man, Miss Collins? I'm going to tell you about my Thanksgiving. Y'all going to be laughing when I tell you about Thanksgiving. I had a Thanksgiving. Ambulance came. I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. Okay, I'm going to get off the subject as my aunt. I'm going to make sure I try to give her place, because DC have a lot of places that go according to your income, and she probably qualified for it. So I'm going to go and get her to get her own place. I'm going to help her do that. That's going to be my next mission, because I'm off. The school is over December the 5th is my last day in class, and Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm going to take my time to go and help her out. Okay, let me tell you about Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was great until I had to call the ambulance for my girlfriend. She went outside, smoked a cigarette, failed, came back in. Yeah, came back in. Didn't tell nobody she failed. I said, she was making all these faces, and it was like 2 hours went past. I said, girl, what's wrong with you? She was over there talking about her sugar was low. I gave her something for her sugar. She was over there sending everything. She was laughing, looking on her phone, all this. About 2 hours after she went outside, never came back in. She didn't come back in with no pain. She gonna say I failed. I said, where you fell at? She said I fell over on the second steps in the bush, and I had to look. Ain't no bushes outside. Ain't no bushes outside. Like that, right? So I'm listening, and I'm looking, and she kept telling me how she fell, and I'm looking like, you failed? Like, how did you? No, in my head, I feel, I don't believe it. She watched me. I don't care. In my mind, I tell her all the time, I'm a straightforward person. This is who I am. I don't believe her, and I told her I don't believe her. I don't care if she watched and tell her I didn't believe her. So when I called the ambulance, she said, you need to call the ambulance. I said, for what? She said, because my tailbone broke. I was like, if your tailbone broke, you would be over there hollering, screaming, right? And the way you telling me you fell, how did you get up? You barely can get up off my couch without help. So how did you get up off the ground? That's my opinion. I wish nothing on nobody. If she fell, I'm truly sorry. So we called the ambulance. ambulance never come. Took him a minute. So she was sitting on there. I said, what's wrong? She said, I gotta go to bed. I said, come on, let's go to bed. She said, I can't go to bed. I said, oh, okay now. I said, now being, I said, do you, cause she's handicapped, you know. And I said, can you, I'll help you up. She said, no, I can't get up. My tailbone hurt. I said, okay. But if your tailbone hurt, I'm telling you, you're going to be hard at screaming. You're not going to be sitting up there calm. She wasn't hard at screaming. She just making faces somehow. She, you know, her butt hurt. So, I'm like, okay. Y'all know what she asked me. And I looked at her like she was crazy. She said, Tia, can you give me a towel? I said, girl, I need to wash. But I'm not even going to lie. I was looking at her like, why she want a towel? Because, what you need a towel for? So I said, what you want the towel for? Anybody call me and ask me what she want the towel for? Y'all would never guess. And I was really thrown with that. And I said, thank you. I know this. I know if it's, you know what she asked me for a towel for? So she could piss on my couch. I said, what? She said, I can't get out. Me. I runs in my bathroom, start grabbing all my towels. I said, you can't pee on my couch. I said, do you have a pull-up on? She said, yeah. I said, because you can't pee on my couch. I called my brother, Tutu, come here, help. You got to get her up. I got all the towels in my hand. You cannot pee on my couch. That can't happen. She looking at me like she mad. I'm looking at her like, the fuck? You're not pissing on my couch. I could put as many towels there if I want. The piss still gonna go through. You're not pissing on my couch. Like, and she looked mad. But my brother helped get her up and took her to the bathroom. What we're not gonna do is do that. I told my son, I don't even want to have nothing else. If she really hurted herself, she could not get up. When my brother went to go get her up, he didn't have to help her up. She got up on her own, went to the bathroom, got out the bathroom, and I watched her. She did it less than 5 minutes. If you that hurt your tailbone messed up, you wouldn't do that. When the ambulance came, she was standing up. When she was trying to go to the ambulance, she walked out there to the ambulance. If you hurt, they bring the stretcher in to get you out. When they set her down, they said her sugar was so high that it couldn't be read. And when your sugar's so high, it can't be read. It's over 600. It was over 600. And don't get it twisted. What I'm saying to y'all, I ain't saying to her because, and she watched and she know how I have no cut calls. Honestly, I was really fucking mad. The fact she asked me that. And I woke up this morning, I didn't even call her because I was mad. I didn't even want to see how she was doing anything. Because I was mad. Like, why would you even open your mouth to say that to anybody? You could have said, I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. See what I am saying. What I miss. Okay, she said, see. Oh! Okay. I read it. Hazelnut. Let me go back and read it. See what Hazelnut said. What? Oh, she didn't. Well, anyway, that was that. And I talked to her this morning. Maybe she was kind of. Yeah. And I asked her what she wants. The people got here, and the ambulance took her sugar because they did take it. They asked her, "Do you want me to take her sugar?" And she was like, "Yeah, go ahead, take it." But she didn't eat nothing all that day, and the first plate that she had was that. And I told her, I said, it could have been a cupcake, but maybe she was deranged. And I honestly confused. He said, I meant to say confused. Honestly, I don't mean no harm. I'm glad she okay. I told her this morning she okay. They got her sugar down to 400 and something. Yeah. Oh, okay. But she didn't. But see, when she was standing up, she was walking. I mean, like walking like nothing was wrong. If the people would have never took her sugar, we would never know. But it could have been I had just gave her, she told me her sugar was low. And I gave her a pineapple juice. Because she said her sugar was low. And I gave her a pineapple juice to bring her blood sugar up. And I know it do that to you, make you dizzy and all this other stuff. I do know that because I used to have diabetes, so I know. But still, it's just like, it blew me so bad. It blew me so bad. But she's okay. I had a conversation with her this morning. She's okay. She's okay. I just couldn't understand why. And I don't know. I'm listening to you. I'm reading the comments and I understand, but oh yeah, I'm gonna enjoy my holiday. This is it. I'm about to go back in the house. Right down here, go back in the house. And call it a day. I don't know, but other than that, my Thanksgiving was good. Everybody showed up, showed out. Everybody got a plate. The ones who came late, I gave them a plate and got them out the door because guess what? It was 10 o'clock at night. I had put my food up, and that was that. Teacher's call, with that being said, I'm going to get off this live, and I'm going to talk to you. She said, hey, she's okay, the diabetes ain't nothing to play with. No, diabetes, not nothing to play with, but she's all right, and she lost a lot of weight, you know, because she took it. No, did not, because I only wound out inviting one. And when she called and said, I was in the bed. People trying to come to people out 10:30, 11 o'clock. I was in the bed. She called and said she was on her way. I was like, I'm in the bed. Like, I was in the bed. I was literally tired. I have not ate no Thanksgiving food because I was so tired. I cooked so much food. Like, I was literally tired. I taste some banana pudding. And I had banana pudding. And I had banana pudding and what? And a banana cupcake. That's all I ate. I'm lucky she could have just picked. Yeah, she could have. Yeah, she could have. But at least the fact that she realized where she was at. The fact she realized where she was at, that's good. That's good. But thank you. She like my that. Oh God. I didn't eat nothing. I'm gonna eat probably later on, but I didn't eat nothing of my food. I couldn't tell you how nothing tastes because when I didn't want none. Everybody said it was good. I didn't want none. I ate the day before with some collard greens. I made some collard greens the day before and it was not enough. I used one bag. I ate them collard greens for dinner that night on Wednesday night. I ate them for dinner when they got up. That was it. Thank God we had to get ready. I'm not even doing Christmas. Like literally, I'm moving. I'm not even thinking about Christmas. I wanted to put a tree up, but I saw myself, I'm not even putting a tree up. I'm really not putting a tree up. I don't want to decorate. I don't want to do none of that because I got to save all my money to move. Christmas is one day. Christmas is one day. Thanksgiving is one day. I ain't did it. The only thing I'm going to do Christmas is do my Christmas breakfast like I normally do, and that's it. And Christmas breakfast is going to be me, my brother, and my son. That's it. I'm not inviting nobody over for Christmas breakfast. I'm going to cook a big old breakfast for Christmas for us three, and that's it. Have my brother come over. He fine. He enjoy this book. Between him and my son, me cooking, they getting on my nerves. They kept hovering over me while I was cooking because they was worried about how many people was coming. It was gonna be some food left, and they literally. My brother took a pan of food home with him last night. His girlfriend didn't show up. He was mad, but other than that, everybody else was pretty much good. So I'm about to get up off this live, go back in the house. I've been on here almost 50 minutes. Like, share, subscribe, TT Squad. I gotta go. Bye.